Questions, questions, questions. We've got so many questions. When? One of the most repeated questions is when. When are we going to fly? When is the market going to reverse? When are we going to see some profitability? When are we going to fly passengers? Well, today's Saturday show will be a bit different. I would like to have discussion with you. I will open the phone line as well, and we will try to answer the most of these burning questions. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? Time to start talking eVTOLs once again. Welcome to the Saturday live eVTOL show. We will answer these questions. We will have a look at the markets. We will have a look at each publicly traded eVTOL company and see what we can expect in the coming week. And then, that's not it. I've got a big surprise. You know, I've been talking to someone and I got a little present. I've got a little box here. I've got a little cardboard box. Would you like to open this box with me today? Let me know in the chat. Let's get back to the studio quickly. Check if everything is okay. Let's see who is here. Whilst you're here, before we move on back to the analyst room to answer your questions, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you are new to this, subscribe, because we are bringing you updates from this sector daily. Now, let's get back in the studio. Right, there we are. Everything is coming through. Let me just change the lights slightly. Hang on, that camera. I do apologize for that. Let's change the lights to the flattering background and the most pleasing background. Let's see who we've got in the chat. We've got a very good audience. Don't forget to hit the like button as well on your way in. And let me know in the chat if you want me to open the box for you or with you or not. Right, I see everything is coming through. We've got people coming in. Let's get back in the analyst room, go through the most burning questions, and then we can have a chat. I will open the phone line. You could see it last Saturday that we have the phone line ready on this show as well. And then, obviously, in the meantime, I'll be coming back and forth to the chat as well. So there's plenty to go through. How about we get on with it now? There we are, back in the analyst room. We've got quite a few questions. I will not dive too deep, but I will try to answer these questions to give you the most confidence and the most honest and, yeah, probably the most honest and revealing answer. We know that the eVTOL market, the flying taxis, is a new emerging market. We are there early doors, but we are not so early. We are there probably a few quarters before most of at least the leading market companies will start generating revenue. We're not talking about profitability yet, but we are talking about initial revenue. And speaking of which, ACHR and JOBY, they both are reporting their earnings. JOBY on the 23rd of February and ACHR on the, was it 3rd of March? 2 weeks later. So we will see and hear an update, and we will see the financial progress of these flying taxis. Anyway, if you have any questions, fire them away in the chat. I will come back in the main studio and I will talk to you in a few minutes. So I would like to split this into 5 big topics. We've got market and finance. We've got operations and deployment. We've got manufacturing and scale. Another topic, or another bucket will be risk and setbacks. And the last one will be big picture and long term. I know big picture and long term, we have we've brought you a lot of information on that through the week, so that will follow on what we've been through. Behind me, you can see JOBY's study and JOBY's presentation, how they compare, how the flying taxis, the eVTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, how they compare to the conventional helicopters, according to the noise levels. And you can just see the massive advantage. One of the advantages as well, not the only advantage. So market and finance. First question, when does the market actually reverse? We've been well into a bull market, and especially with the eVTOL companies. As I said, they are in early days of their revenue. They are sort of pre-revenue. I'm getting a message from the director. Okay, that's fine. Right, I'm having a message from the director about lights. Okay. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on, Martyn. There may have been slight technical hiccup. If the lighting is not perfect, I do apologize for that. So, we are in the pre-revenue phase. This earnings season will probably reveal that ACHR have been generating their first revenue through the defense sector. They have been partnering with Anduril. ACHR Midnight, you can see right behind me, their civil version or their civil aircraft flying passengers, 4 passengers on board, currently piloted, in future intended to be autonomous, or at least have some AI modules, are currently flying 4 passengers piloted. ACHR are now shifting towards the defense, and I think it's very wise because they are trying to gain some revenue streams, and they are trying to show to the investors and to the whole sector that they don't have to fly passengers, they don't have to rely on the certification, and they just generate the revenue through different revenue channels. So that's ACHR. I think we will get a good update on the earnings. I think the earnings will bring a lot of positive news. I'm not saying the reaction will be positive. The markets will digest it in a positive way, because so far all ACHR's earnings historically have been triggering negative reaction. But who knows? Maybe we get some positive upside. When it comes to JOBY, we are probably few quarters away before we are flying commercially passengers. JOBY have a lot of catalysts in the pipeline. They have progress on their type certification of their aircraft. They will be flying in the Mid-East. They should commence their flights, their operations, their pilot operations in United Arab Emirates, in Dubai, this quarter. Me personally, I think this might slip a bit, but again, there will be massive catalyst for the whole market, not only for JOBY. So when can we see market reverse? I don't know. Is next week going to be green? Can't say. Me personally, I think we'll get a sideways week, but is this going to be a green week, or are we going to get some uptrend in the coming weeks? Possibly, but when we look at the charts, you will see he might have lower levels we can touch in the coming weeks as well. And that's not reflecting any coming crash or crisis. We have Bank of Japan reporting in 2 weeks or after next week. That could trigger massive carry trade as well. And there's much more in the pipeline. So let's be careful. Let's be vigilant. Market reverse, you don't know. Possibly, gradually, very soon, but we are not there yet. However, once we get good sentiment in the eVTOL market, we can see a big reverse. We can see a big upside. When we see confirmed trend change, not just a bounce, well, we literally just answered this question. So me personally, I'm not buying in anymore. I'm waiting for lower levels. I'm waiting. There's no financial advice. It's just me, my insights, my own investment strategies. I am waiting for further development and seeing if we get any shift in sentiment. If the sentiment goes up and we gain momentum, don't mind buying on the way up when I see there's a lot of fundamental background and support, and there's a lot of good positive sentiment, and the global market, general markets are happy with the environment. Does dilution hit again? Very key question. Both ACHR and JOBY have diluted recently. They were raising funds to for their operations, to upscale their operations. It's not a bad thing. It's better to do it in a coordinated, planned manner rather than panic, diluting and trying to get. And also, it depends on how you are using the money, how you are using the funds. If you are using the funds to pay out your CEOs or directors, if you are using the funds to sort of not upscale and not follow your business plan, that's bad. When we are raising funds to support our business plan and sort of ramp up the pre-production phase and production phase, happy days. When do eVTOL companies need to raise fresh capital? Again, this goes in line with the previous question. So far, it looks like both eVTOL market leaders, ACHR and JOBY, are well set up. And the most recent dilution should have given them enough funding to go through what they need to go through. With Vertical Aerospace, it is a bit itchy. We know that Vertical Aerospace had their emergency meeting, and it's been approved that Vertical Aerospace will have to issue more shares going forward. However, this should be very well structured. This should be coordinated as well. This shouldn't be panic dilution. So let's see if when we get some updates from Vertical Aerospace, and we can look into that deeper. When does institutional money return to the sector? It's been going on. It's been happening. ACHR Aviation, they have been getting multiple institutional partners, multiple investors on board in past months. So ACHR Aviation, they've been doing it very well. With JOBY, they have done the massive dilution, obviously. They are waiting for the second Toyota tranche as well, 250 million. JOBY should be well set up now. And if we get more and more institutions on board, it's only positive catalyst as well. Because they can advertise, they can sort of make sure their investments are growing as well. So this is only positive information. So the institutional money has already been in the sector. We are getting a special message from a special guest right here, not in here, right here.
Adrop Funtimes tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Advise you know what time it is, Bloody Mary time, tumbler glass emoji, cool face emoji.
I love it, Abi. Hopefully everyone is having a good time. Again, I've got a little surprise. We've got the box in here. So if you want me to open the box, let me know in the chat, and we will see if we are going to open the box today live on the show. Operations and deployment. We talked about this through the week. Big topic, ACHR Aviation and their Los Angeles network peaking or apex with the apex during the Los Angeles 28 Olympics. So when do we see paying passengers, not just demo flights? Currently, JOBY, as we are now, we are expecting with JOBY, and we will hear an update on the earnings after next week on the 23rd. They should be flying commercially passengers in the Mid-East as early as third quarter of this year. Whether we are on the track or not, we will see, we'll find out. This was based on the previous earnings call. So we are not so far away. And we have EHang, in example. EHang have been flying in 2 Chinese provinces, their pilot program. They have not been flying commercially yet, but they are not so far away from commercial deployment as well. So I think we will see first commercially flown passengers around the world, not in the United States in particular, but around the world by the end of this year. And again, this will be a big catalyst for the whole eVTOL market. When does the first US city have daily commercial eVTOL services? Well, we are looking at 2027, there's no doubt. However, we can see some early. We are getting another special message from our guest.
Robert Elliott tipped $2 through Super Chat.
Thank you. Where's your message? Where's your message? Thank you for the Super Chat. Thank you for your support. Do we have one more special message from our special guest?
Funtimes tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. Oh yeah, open the box, package emoji, tumbler glass emoji, cool face emoji.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. I'm now 50-50. I'm still undecided, but I'm probably 51% towards opening the box. But yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chats. I love it. So when does the first US city have daily commercial eVTOL services? I don't think we will see any significant deployment. There's one more special message from our special guest on our live show.
Zach Zeit tipped $5 through Super Chat. Open the box, package emoji, binky bonk box, package emoji.
Thank you, Zach. Spoiler alert. In the box, there's no binky bonk bike. Yeah, just let's make it clear. There's no binky bonk bike. The box would have been probably a bit bigger, and I wouldn't be doing it in my studio. Okay, just so you know. But yeah, thank you for the support. I love it. So as I said, the first American deployment we probably won't see before 2027. However, we could see some pivot operations towards the end of the year, like Los Angeles, New York, and maybe more sectors. We talked about it last Saturday, and we told you there's quite few cities and regions that will be applying the advanced air mobility concept. So again, 2027 would be my answer. When does Europe catch up with US deployment? To me personally, I would say 2028. However, we will see some pivot operations, again, some pilot program from Vertical Aerospace, definitely. We have the Oxcam corridor, Oxford-Cambridge, that will be the test corridor of the eVTOL operations in the United Kingdom. And who knows, maybe JOBY will get involved in that, maybe ACHR will get involved in that as well. So with Europe, me personally, I can see first flights at 2028. But who knows? We might get more updates. And with that's not it. There's one little catch. We might see Chinese EHang flying in one of the Spanish islands. It's something that has been going on in the background, and we might see EHang flying this year. Some test flights in one of the Spanish islands. So there's something I will definitely cover live on the show and bring you more updates on this. When does China scale beyond pilot programs? The only answer will be next EHang's earnings call. Next EHang's earnings call will definitely shed more light on what's going on in China, how EHang will be upscaling their production, and how EHang will be pushing their deployment. China and Asia are going to be big, significant players on the eVTOL and advanced air mobility sector. And EHang have been well ahead of the Western world. Unfortunately, they can't take their aircraft and fly it under the Chinese certification program, the regulations, because they are they are not as demanding, they are not as strict. So EHang cannot take their aircraft and fly it in the United States under the Chinese regulations. So EHang, if they want to fly the United States, Europe, they have to go through another certification phase. However, in Asia, the regulations are not so strict, not so demanding. So this is in favor of EHang. When do operators move from trials to real schedules? Well, I think we just answered this question. Me personally, trials as early as end of 2026, first trials, and then full-on trials 2027. In both Europe and United States. Manufacturing and scale. When does low-rate production become real production? Definitely tune in to the earnings call of both ACHR and JOBY, because we will hear update on this. So we will have the answer in a couple of weeks. When do backlogs convert into actual deliveries? Well, not before the complete certification. Definitely. You cannot produce your aircraft or start mass producing your aircraft if you still have to tweak certain things. So again, we are looking at probably 2027 to 2028. However, ACHR Aviation have been inclining towards the defense sector. JOBY Aviation have their own defense sector, defense and military sector ventures as well. Vertical Aerospace are also touching now much more stronger and stronger with the defense and military sector. So this could be the early adaptation and early deployment before we start flying passengers. We can start testing this aircraft in completely different conditions and a completely different use case. So again, the backlogs, yes, backlogs, I would say late 2027 and 2028, but we could see different revenue income streams as early as probably this year. When do order books turn into recurring revenue? Again, once we reach the certification and we start deploying around the world, we will see regular deliveries to the first customers. And then it will just be the matter of the business model of each company, how quickly they can ramp up and scale up their production capacity. When does an eVTOL company reach operational break-even? Very good answer. It obviously depends on the business model. With ACHR, it's not clear. With JOBY, it's not clear. The only company that could give us some guidance is Vertical Aerospace, and they are expecting to be break-even as early as 2029. You're thinking, that's a lot, that's a long way to go. Well, for one, it's only 3 years away. Vertical Aerospace are considering them being break-even at 2029 and 2030. They are expecting to generate revenue of $100 million. That goes in hand with their business strategy, with their business plan, Flight Path 2030. And they have been so far on the track. And you can see Vertical Aerospace right behind me, how timely that is. So we might get some more indication on the earnings call from JOBY and ACHR. With Vertical Aerospace, so far it's penciled for 2029. That doesn't mean Vertical Aerospace are not going to be generating revenue. They will be generating revenue by the time. By 2029, they will have been cash neutral. When does manufacturing stop being the bottleneck? Well, it might not be so long to go. Both JOBY Aviation and ACHR Aviation have their production lines, and they have been scaling up. They have been quietly scaling up their production capability. They have been ramping up their parts production, and we will definitely hear more update on it in the earnings call as well. With Vertical Aerospace, they have secured their new production premises in what you can see behind me in Campbell, in the Cotswold Airport. And again, they will be slowly building up their production capacity as well. So again, when does manufacturing stop being the bottleneck? Definitely when we have been through the successful certification stride. Once the FAA, CAA, EASA, and whichever regulatory body says you can fly your aircraft in our airspace, boom, that's the starting pistol. And then we are off to the manufacturing races. Risks and setbacks. Almost the last topic, but let's focus on this as well for a bit. When does the first major industry setback happen? I think it's been happening. It's been happening now because the initial time frame was targeting 2025 and early 2026 for initial operations. Currently, we can see it's not happening for various reasons. So I think the setback has been happening right now. And that's also one of the reasons why the stock prices, why the eVTOL or advanced air mobility stock market, the sector is so low. It doesn't mean we are going through some failure. This is a completely new market. This is a completely new emerging sector. We are talking about aircraft, flying passengers on board, over people's heads, over civil area. So that needs time. And I would rather see the companies taking their time and doing it properly than rushing it and messing something up. Because any failure now will be in the spotlight. And if somebody crashes, if something goes wrong, that will have massive negative sentiment on the whole eVTOL market. However, look back 10 years. Think of first Tesla, first electric vehicle. Nobody believed in Tesla. Nobody believed in the electric vehicle concept. And now, where are we? They are widely adopted. We have more companies catching up with Tesla, who were the first pioneer, who were the only pioneer. Now everyone is trying to catch up Tesla, and everyone is trying to beat Tesla, or at least be on par with them. So think of this as the new electric vehicle sector. When does the next major certification delay appear? Well, again, certification is not a matter of 1 or 2 years. It's a matter of pretty much a decade. You need to guarantee every single part, every single component on your aircraft is safe and is meeting the safety standards. So it's a long time, it's a long way to go. And it's not about what I've learned very recently. It's not about designing the aircraft. Designing the aircraft is fairly easy. You can design the aircraft to be optimal, to have optimal performance, to have the weight you need, to perform in the way you need. The obstacle, it hits the wall once you start meeting the certification requirements. Once you start meeting the certification requirements, you have to put extra safety measures on board. Extra parts, extra weight, extra systems. And that is where the problem starts. It's not the design, it's the optimization between your design, your optimal design and aircraft performance, the certification, the regulations, and the mass production or the productionability. Is there a word? It is a word now. I've just invented it. So you also cannot build something that is very unique and bespoke. You need to have something that you can manufacture, say hundreds and hundreds of it. So that is the balance. It's not designing the aircraft. It's not designing ACHR midnight. The aircraft is performing. The aircraft is doing what it's doing. It's the balance between being ready to mass produce this aircraft and meeting the regulations. And that's the most critical part. That's the setback we have been going through. It's not that the aircraft is not capable of a flight. That's not the aircraft is not performing in the way they wanted. We know that ACHR, they have broken the height record. They have flown 10,000 feet in the air with the aircraft that is supposed to do short hops in the city region, in the city area. So, and JOBY as well. They did over 9,000 feet height. Vertical aerospace, they have done, I think the longest flight was over 70 miles. Again, they are pushing and showing and proving the design is working. The aircraft is working as it was designed and to its purpose. But it's the balance between the regulation, aircraft performance, because once you meet the regulation, you are adding more and more weight on board and more systems to the aircraft, and the mass production capability of the aircraft. So we have been going through setbacks. However, these setbacks are natural. It's not that somebody would have failed. It's just natural process. When does first serious accident occur? Well, hopefully never. We've had few accidents. JOBY had their accident. Vertical Aerospace had their accident in their early days. ACHR have not had any publicly covered or announced accident. It's good. I'm not trying to belittle JOBY or Vertical, but the less accidents we have, the better. And also, since it happened in the early days, it's much better for the company to learn from it rather than it would have been happening now. So hopefully the aircraft have been through hours and hours and miles of test flights. So if there was something wrong, I think we would have had already some issues. Just to put this into perspective, we already had few crashes in the sector. We had them in the early days, not now, and hopefully will not happen again. When does public confidence get tested? I think this year. This year, because we need to see an update and progress on at least we need to see the manufacturers are on the way to the deployment of their aircraft. We don't see any updates. We see some setbacks. That could be the big public confidence test. When do insurance and liability costs spike? Well, this will come in when we start commercial operations. So I don't think this is directly affecting us as a consumer, but it could be affecting us on the price of the product, of the service. So currently, these are questions that are asked, but currently these are irrelevant. And now the last topic, big picture and long term. When does eVTOL become normalized transport? Again, we are looking at one major event, Los Angeles 2028 Summer Olympic Games. We did a special, I brought you a special this week on Wednesday about the Olympics. It was a good show. I loved it because you were good, you were great. But you could see the timeline, you could see the obstacles, and you could see how ACHR will adapt and deploy their aircraft to the Olympics. They will be serving the main event. They'll be flying media, they'll be flying sponsors, they'll be flying the officials, and very likely they'll be flying the athletes as well. So this will be a major catalyst, and this will be the breaking point of the public acceptance. Because once you have over 5 billion people watching the Summer Olympics in LA, which claim to be the most integrated and modern city in terms of transport and network, that will be the breaking point. When everyone sees ACHR Aviation and maybe other eVTOLs flying during the Olympics, everyone will realize, okay, it's here and it's happening now. So, breaking point, Los Angeles 2028. When does autonomy realistically arrive? Full autonomy, apart from EHang, who have been operating their aircraft, and you could see EHang behind me right now, who have been designing and operating their aircraft on this basis, on full autonomous aircraft, we won't see, I don't think we will see full autonomy. I can't
believe this!
Got a new member.
And Robert C1B7U has become a member.
I love it. Thank you for joining. So I was saying, EHang have designed their aircraft primarily to be fully autonomous. We have Whisk Aero, who are designing their aircraft to be autonomous as well. Apart from that, everyone is going the easier route. They are going through the piloted version. Gradually, there could be implemented some AI modules to aid the pilot and aid the air traffic control and coordination of the sector. I don't think by 2030 we will see fully autonomous aircraft widely deployed. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I would rather fly with pilot than wait for this sector to be perfect. Look at Tesla. Look at taxis. How long did it take to launch first autonomous self-driving taxi? Over a decade. And now we are in the early days. So again, that's something you don't want to rush. In a very short answer. When does defense become the main growth driver? It could be as early as this year. Both JOBY and ACHR, and actually Vertical Aerospace as well, have been involved in some government projects. They have been or will be testing their aircraft with the military organizations and defense companies as well. And I think that will become not profitable, but it will be generating revenue this year already. When does industry consolidation begin? Again, probably as early as next year, at the latest, when we have full deployment and full public adaptation or acceptation. So I would say probably by 2028. And then when do we see clear global winners and losers? Then we can see them now. We can see that JOBY and ACHR are miles ahead of the whole eVTOL sector, but also Vertical Aerospace with their business plan and with their business model and their aircraft design performance, they are not staying behind. And we've been seeing more and more news coming from Vertical Aerospace in the last weeks and months. And I think Vertical Aerospace will slightly catch up. They will not catch up fully, but at least they will not be falling behind. With EHang, we can see already deployment in China. EHang have been demonstrating their aircraft all around the world. They have been demonstrating all around the Asia. They have been demonstrating in Mexico, Brazil. There'll be more. So EHang, I wouldn't underestimate EHang, but I don't think EHang are ready yet. So, and obviously, let's not underestimate Beta Technologies, who have not been so heavy on their eVTOL aircraft, but they have their CTOL, conventional takeoff and landing electric aircraft. So this could be one of the market leaders as well. So hopefully I answered your questions. Thank you for bearing with me. Let me know in the chat if you have any more questions. We'll now come back in the studio, and don't forget, got a box. We might open the box. Who knows? Let's get back in the studio. There we are, back in the studio. Let's get in the chat room. We are running a poll as well. We are running a poll. And next week markets, are you expecting the markets to be green, going sideways, or being red? Me personally, I am inclining towards sideways/red. That's why I have not been buying any more shares. I'm waiting for better entry point. So we are running this poll. We've got people coming in. That's great. Poor man to rich man. Tony is here. He's tired. Bounce back is here. Subwoofer. Everyone is saying hi. Martyn is here as well, watching from his bed. Big wins today for Discordians and YouTube Electrum. Winning trades over $600. Very nice. Congratulations, Martyn. All of Martyn's trades on Discord include one-on-one support and live stage events. 90% off from $2.99 and Electrum. There's the link in the chat for you. I would have shown you what Martyn does, but then I would get told off because it's an exclusive product for the members, and then I would be revealing to everyone, so I can't show you. But I'm watching it. I'm part of this as well, and yeah, sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, I should have done this, but we all have different strategies. But I think it's well worth it. $2.99. I mean, what is it? It's not even a share. It's like half a share of ACHR Aviation now. Think of it. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Liz is here. Nick Jones is here. Nick Jones is here. Ninja Cowboy as well. Nick Knack. Good afternoon, all. What time is it? It's time to talk eVTOLs. Yes, I love it. David Hensley is here as well. The Veggie Girl. Ooh, it's a very interesting name. The Veggie Girl. Thank you for joining. I love it when I see new people. Anubis is here as well. Horizon as well. Binky Bong Bike. Well, would you like to see the Binky Bong Bike? Let me know in the chat. I might show you the Binky Bong Bike. Good morning, Vaz. Happy Saturday, Sir Joey. I can see we are getting more and more regulars. I love it. I love it. David Hensley. Patrick Black is here as well. Zach Zeit is here. Do we have any questions? Open the box. Open the box. Okay. eVTOL Buzz is here as well. Thank you for joining. Open the box. Open the box. Okay, so you want me to open the box? Okay. Well, how about... I was gonna say, how about if we set goal in likes, but we already have more likes than people watching, so fair enough. Yeah, I will open the box. I will open the box. Let's go through the Binky Bong box, yeah. Let's go through the chat if you have any questions. If you want me to address anything, and then we will open the box. Yes. Open it, open it. Abby is here as well. Vaz, you know what time it is. Bloody Mary time. I love it. Thank you for the super chat. eVTOL Buzz, our eVTOL friend. Hello, Vaz. Great show. I took advantage of the cheap prices. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love it. However, I still think we can touch lower levels. Abby, open it. Zach, open it. Robert Elliott, thank you for your super chat. Abby, open the box. Okay, Zach, open the box. Binky Bong box. Love it. This is very cool. Vaz is wide up. He hears the super chats on an in-ear monitor. Martyn, don't spill the trade secrets. Come on. Yeah, I've got an in-ear. I've got an in-ear monitor. I've got an earpiece. I've been testing it. That's probably the safest way. And also I can communicate with the team as well to a certain extent. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I will have Martyn on the call now 24/7 during my show. Oh dear. No, it's a great advantage, and I can hear it better. We have no feedback, no echo. When it comes to earnings, it will be very handy. And also we have a phone in. So if somebody wants to call in, that would be great because we won't have any feedback. Calling in. Would you like to call in? Let me know in the chat before I give you the link, before we get trolls and other people coming in. But if you want to call in and talk to me, ask anything, let me know in the chat and we can do it. Yes, pretty cool, says Abby. Tidy Big Dog is here as well. Great supporter. Liz, 28. What is 28, Liz? 28. He will be doing an AI of himself next. No, we're not going down the AI route. Martyn says, Vaz's studio is very advanced. He's about to deploy dual internet, adding Starlink. Yeah, it's been a proper headache. I've been on it for the second day and I still can't get it. I tell you what, I had 45% frame drop on Starlink. So that's yeah. Currently I've got 0 on my landline, but I had 45% frame. It was like a stop motion movie when I was doing the test. These super chats are supporting his huge investments. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Martin. He spent rather a lot, so this means the world to him. Yes, I spend a lot because I want to deliver the best live eVTOL show. And also, when you're on Martin's network, you need to be the best of the best, don't you? We don't settle with some mediocre standard. So yeah, I've been trying to catch up with Martin's standard. He told me he wants the best eVTOLs broadcast in the world. Yeah, you just said it, Martin. Thank you. Vaz is an agent AI. Is he getting there? Yes or no? Spam it. Oh, right on, Vaz. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, thank you. Robert Elliott. Once I make enough money with crypto, I will start investing in Vaz review projects. I think we are going through great times when we have great investment opportunities, and I think we won't see these prices again. Because once we start deploying the aircraft, once we start adapting the concept, I don't think we will see these prices again. So, oh, I'm not showing the chat. Okay, there we are. But again, this is not financial advice. We'll have a look at the charts in the second half of the show just for fun and see what we can expect. And I will share. Somebody was asking me about my investments. So if you want me to show my portfolio and go through it as well, I can explain what I've been buying and why, and what I have not been buying and why as well. So yeah, Robert, up to you. I think we are there in a very good entry point. Liz, yes. Abby, yes, he is doing great. Well, thank you, everyone. I like that he says we can fly. I'm excited on flying over New York, one of those cars planes. Yeah, it will be exciting. New York will be one of the cities that actually are focused on tourist sector as well. There will not be flying only passengers. There will be a tourist route. Stephen is here. Stephen, our oil baron. I love it. Everyone is here. I love it. License. Okay. Any questions? Liz, what is 29? Yeah. Liz, what are these numbers? Redner. Samuel Redner is here as well. I haven't seen you for a long time. Thank you for joining. Mr. B Canal as well. We have a lot of new faces. Well, if you like the show, if you like my studio, and if you like the news and the information I'll be bringing, definitely hit the like button and consider subscription as well. Costs you nothing. 29. Vaz said about eVTOL to be ready. All right. All right. Is this live and interactive? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just had a topic of the day in the analyst room. As you can see, my studio, as the box, by the way, as the box. But my studio is having this analyst room, as I call it. You call it Vazalist, the Vazalist room. But so we do the topics and analysis in here. And then this is my main studio where you can see me now. So yes, this is live. This is very live. It couldn't be any liver. I'm telling you. It could be liver if I implement 3D. And I'm not talking 360. I'm talking red and blue goggles. But let's look, the studio is just fine as it is, yeah? So let's not break it, yeah? I'm sure his timestamp is coming next, says RB. ACHR 2028 says Liz. I might learn wrong. Martin Lucas Investor Canal is German for channel. All right. Canal. We've got German conversations in the chat. Oh, I love it. Liz has got German friend. Liz, sign list for an eVTOL flight. Can you roll the window down? What, in my studio? No, these are, well, think of helicopters. You can't roll your window down in a helicopter or even in a fixed wing aircraft, can you? So they will be air conditioned. They'll be air conditioned, same as your airliners and helicopters as well. Listen, I was thinking about buying one of these plans to build an airplane in your garage. Would get up with this, no problem, says Charles. Ah, very good. Well, keep us posted. Keep us posted. I love it. David Hensley is here. This is where DCA, the dips work if you are prepared, wait, and believe in the projects. Yeah, but I still think you shouldn't be buying blindly on the way down. I think it should be structured, and you should have your targets. And we'll talk about it in the second half of the show, definitely. Let me just get some sparkling water. Yeah, we'll definitely focus on it in a few minutes. Okay, we are having German conversation. I love it. I'm not attempting to read it, okay? I can speak a bit German, but I'm not reading it. When the 252 crash is here, it set the program back years. The FAA all up in as now checking and inspecting every single thing. Okay, thank you, Joey. Stacking up on eVTOL, Samuel Redner. I know you are quite bullish on that sector. I remember that. Charles, Lego plan to make eVTOL in 2050 for in homemade. Love it. What kind of controls are they, or can I control with a video game controller like a drone? Are you talking about eVTOLs? Well, I'll tell you. Most of the companies, they actually use existing inceptors. Inceptor is your joystick. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. What is it? Bear with me. It won't be a second. Right, this is what you would call an inceptor. So this is a joystick, as you call it, joystick, but this is the inceptor, pretty much. And most of these used by the eVTOL manufacturers are already established product. So, in example, Vertical Aerospace, they are using technology that is used in the F-35 fighter. ACHR Aviation have been using Leonardo, who are the most established manufacturer of these. I don't know who JOBY are using, but especially for the controls, a lot of companies are using already established product. So just to put this into perspective, this is an inceptor. Yeah, we don't call it joystick, just so you know. Right. Chat, back to chat. We're having more German conversation. I love it. I love it. Just don't take over the channel, yeah? Don't take over the chat, please. I think the 2028 Olympics will make everyone pay attention to eVTOLs. Exactly. Liz, you are hoping. Good. I'm fairly confident as long as there aren't any hiccups. Well, we've been through some hiccups, and this is just a natural development. As long as we don't see any critical failure, I think we should be all right. Zach, on YouTube, there's people that make these little planes with a lawnmower motor, super lightweight, can hold a lot of gas, but no license is needed. I believe I can fly. Charles, where are you based? Are you based in the United States? Because the regulation for these is allowing you to fly them without license. Not in the UK and not in Europe. So let me know where you are from, Charles, if you can. Excuse me. Zach and Vaz have seen them from close and can tell more about it. Yes, Zach definitely. I shouldn't be saying that, but I haven't seen an eVTOL flying yet. Got a special message from our special guest.
Jim.News and Groove tipped $5 through Super Chat. Love the earpiece and new studio. All you need is ML logo on top right to be like BBC or CNN.
Yeah, something, good suggestion. Actually, in my studio, there's a lot of blank space on the wall. There will be some art. Well, there'll be a logo. There'll be eVTOL Hub, and under it there'll be a massive eVTOL Hub logo like this, and under it there'll be tiny little ML, yeah, Martyn Lucas logo. No, I'm just joking. There'll be something on the wall, but that's. I might put a box on the wall as well. Would you like me to open the box now, or do you want to wait any longer? Thanks for the super chat, by the way, Jim. When can I get a ride? Yeah, probably as early as 2027. It depends on where you are, who you want to fly with. Again, we'll be tracking the progress. I don't even need shotgun, and also we'll be covering air shows. We'll be bringing air shows to you, and we've got quite a few air shows in the United Kingdom as well. Where's my tab? I was going to show you this. British air shows. Let's have a look at this quickly. So I would like to cover some of these air shows to you on the channel as well. Would you like to see streams? Would you like to see a live Saturday show from an air show? Would it make any sense or not? Even if there are no eVTOLs, even if there's like vintage aircraft and demo teams, because we have quite a few of them, and most of them are on Saturday and Sunday. Definitely two I want to bring to you. Where are we? We are here at this one, a Royal International Air Tattoo, Riyadh. We visited Riyadh last year. We engaged with Vertical Aerospace. I brought you quite interesting interview as well about the aircraft, and you could actually learn about the inceptors on the aircraft as well, and the technology being used in the aircraft. So Royal International Air Tattoo, we'll definitely see vertical flying in there. So I might do some live coverage. And then we have Farnborough. I never say it right. Farnborough International Air Show. This is one of the 3 biggest international air shows. You have Paris, Dubai, and Farnborough. So we definitely will be there most of the time, and maybe bring you some coverage from there as well. Yeah, but there's many air shows, so maybe this could be a way to try something on the ground, because I'll be visiting these shows, and I don't want to miss my Saturday show. So maybe if we are able to do something on the ground, who knows? And instead of having the analyst room with the footage, with the recorded footage playing in the background, I will have live aircraft. How about that? How about that for the analyst room? Yeah, we will explore these options. Would it be something you would like to see or not? The LA Olympics will be a very big catalyst for the eVTOL, but people will be buying the news when we have got the rumor. Yes, exactly. Oh, we had new Electrum. There was Electrum member. Very good. Welcome to the Lucas8. Welcome to the Lucas8 family, Robert. And you are an Electrum member, so you will get 2 events a week exclusively for the Electrum members. Free stock analysis and all Martyn's 24-hour trades. See community posts, see community or posts tab on the homepage now. You will see Martyn's trades. Welcome here. Okay. I celebrate only eVTOL days, says Liz. Keep an eye on Mr. Musk. He's all over this. Yes, live air show, boots on the ground, says Abby. Yes, Liz wants to see it. The Royal Air Force. Well, let's see. I got a message from Zach. Hang on, how do I show it on the screen? I got a message from Zach, from Mr. Zach Zeit, who could see the eVTOL flying.
An aircraft like this will soon be connecting cities, suburbs, and airports with quick, quiet, zero emissions flights.
How about that? That's JOBY's S4. And listen how quiet that is.
Listen to the silence.
Very good. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for sending this. I've got more videos from Zach. I just don't know where they are because I moved my old PC to the new PC. I'm not sure. Oh, I've got more videos here from Zach. Let me quickly get them on the screen for you because Zach visited the Salinas, California International Air Show. I see eVTOL Buzz is coming through as well. Their team visited the air show as well. Great experience. I mean, wow. Thanks, Zach, for that. And eVTOL Buzz, they also covered the air show.
Like this will soon be connecting cities, suburbs, and airports with quick,
Let me open this.
zero emissions
Right.
flights.
Yeah, that is the
We call
experience
this
from Zach.
to the silence.
Listen to the silence.
Check the sleek design, folks.
This is my favorite video.
Passenger entertainment, high wing for efficiency, and a VTL for stability. Notice how quiet it is as it passes. When it's flying overhead across circles, you can barely be able to hear.
Now it's not a favorite video.
You're witnessing the future of air travel, folks. Some call it a
Yeah, it's ACHR Aviation and their Midnight aircraft. Now flying back. And more footage from Zach, who was there on the ground. Oh. Amazing. Amazing, Zach.
This will soon be connecting cities, suburbs,
That's JOBY's
and
S4.
airports with quick, quiet, zero emissions flights. And now, ladies
They
and
were a
gentlemen,
bit
the moment
they
you
were
have
a bit
been
showing
waiting
off
for, watch
because
as the
ACHR
pilot
they
brings
still
the
cannot
S4 to
do
a complete
with this
hover
aircraft they
at
cannot do the
about
full
300
transition,
feet above
so
the
they were
ground.
doing just conventional flight, the horizontal phase. But JOBY, they gave us the full service. They did the full show. The aircraft actually hovered in the air
This is
for
where
a few
vertical
seconds,
takeoff and landing
which you can see
technology
right now.
truly shines. The ability to take off and land virtually anywhere. No runway required.
No runway required. You heard it.
Adjustments per second to keep the aircraft rock steady in the air.
Woo! It also won't fly as well.
Yeah, and there's JOBY in full flight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. Watch as the pilot brings the S4 to a complete hover about 300 feet above the ground.
I've got, hang on, I need to show you my favorite video from Zach. I need to go through it. Bear with me. Let me just find that video. That's not it. Because Zach sent me like almost hour of footage. That was brilliant. There we go. This is my favorite video from Zach. Let me download it quickly.
All right, it's okay to wave back, if you will.
Hey, it's okay to wave back.
And that's a typical urban air taxi trip, folks. Fast, efficient, and easy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you, Zach, again. Amazing coverage. Great footage. And eVTOL Buzz as well. Thumbs up to you because your team visited and you were there and you brought us the coverage as well on the social media. He is in Ohio. He says, oh, Charles is in Ohio. Okay, yeah. No doubt there will be, this will be under the regulatory filter. Doge, Troll, Crypto. How low could JOBY go? Want to buy more? Well, bear with me. Few minutes, and we'll have a look at the charts. Samuel Redner is liking it. Liz is liking it as well. That's great. That's great. I tell you what, I shouldn't be doing that. But we are not. They are not. eVTOL Buzz, they are not YouTubers. They just have few good videos. If you click on their profile and go to channel, they've got some good footage as well. And just because we are friends, let me show you this. Well, just because we are friends. Oh, I've messed up my settings. Yeah, wow. I've just completely messed something up in here. Ah, wait. Okay. Let's do it this way. Just because we are friends and we work together, sort of, on certain things. I will not say go and subscribe to eVTOL Buzz. I will not say go and check out their videos, but they've got some very interesting insights because they visit events. They do some analysis as well. Their website is immaculate, and they've got a lot of studies as well. This is like proper journalism. It's not like a bro channel. It's not like we sit down against a poorly painted wall and we'll be talking rubbish of Reddit for like an hour and a half. And yeah, this is like proper journalism. Yeah. So just because I really like their work and like their endeavors. Again, I'm not saying go and subscribe to their channel. Don't go to check out their videos, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I've seen them videos from you, Zach. We've been through it. Have you sent me any more? Hang on. Yeah, we've seen all Zach's videos. How low could JOBY go? Well, we'll get to it very shortly. So quiet. Yes, Riviera. Anyone prefer vertical? Behind, but superior in luggage capacity and maybe general safety. Not sure. Yes, vertical have advantage because they are targeting the European slash British safety standards. Once they achieve the certification under this European and British frame, they can pretty much fly all around the world. JOBY and ACHR, they are targeting the American certification, which is not as strict as the European standards. And once ACHR and JOBY complete, and WISC and whoever else complete their FAA certification, they will have to go through another round of the FAA/EASA certification. So vertical have slight advantage in this. They also claim their aircraft is performing much better than they expected. That's why they could increase their onboard capacity up to 6 passengers and full load of luggage as well. So we will see. We will see. I like vertical more than ACHR or JOBY, but that's just me, says Samuel Redner. Do have all three. That's good. Congratulations. What else we've got here? Doge, yes, he will give you an answer. Yeah, hopefully that's enough for a quick answer. I keep buying ACHR and JOBY. Love the price. Want more EVTL vertical, but with tariff wars waiting to buy after shutdown. God be with eVTOL, says Rob. Sean T. Wow, I made it. Woke up early on Valentine's just for us. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. I'll can't read your name. All burn. Morning, folks. Have a great day. What's up to all the gold and silver stackers in the house? Thank you for joining. Love it. Doge, ask about power and malfunction, says Abby. Oh, Abby, you are trying to make the show long, aren't you? Let's go to open the box. Let's go to open the box. How are we going to do it? Right, the box is in here. The box is in here. Let me have a bit of water. The box is here. Shall we play music? Let me know in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna have a bit of fun. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Shall we open the box?
The year is 1991.
Shall we open the box right now? I want to see the chat lit up. I want to see the chat lit up. If not, I will do it off air. I don't care. I'll do it on X, so everyone can see it on X. All the eVTOL community, all the bros can see it firsthand.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defense.
And what do you think is in the box? What do you think is in the box?
You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now.
It's a present from somebody building eVTOLs.
Like a phoenix, you burst into fire.
What do you think is in the box?
Thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst into fire. Burn, a thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your
Let's
wings to
light up the
rise
chat.
from the
What do you
ashes.
think is in the box?
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the
I'll give you a little cue
behind the veil.
on the screen.
Know that they're just looking for attention.
And it's not an eVTOL aircraft.
Don't let the ruthlessness
Open the box, open the box. Well,
light your fire for ascension.
shall we open the box?
You burst
What do you think is in the box?
a thirst and desire. You transform
There's a little cue. There's a big, massive cue on the screen behind me.
burst into fire. Burn, a thirst and
What is this? What is this aircraft? What is this aircraft?
your wings to
It's a
rise
massive
from
cue
the
for you.
ashes.
Okay, think we are going to go to open the box. Am I going to do it on this camera or on this camera? Sorry, not this one. This one. Let's do it on this camera. Right. I've got a little present. I've got a little present. I'm not going to show you what the label says. I don't want you to obviously show my personal details, but we have a box. I opened it because I didn't know what that was. I didn't know it was this particular thing. But let's open it together. Because I haven't seen what's inside. I just saw the box inside the box. So let's open the box, or the other box inside this box. Can you all see it? Let me zoom in a bit. Let me zoom in a bit. Right, can you all see it? Quite smart, isn't it? ACHR Aviation have sent me some goodies. And it says here, unlock the skies, freeing us to reimagine how we live and spend time. That's better. Right. Shall we open it? Shall we open the box inside the box? Well, let's do it. we've got some goodies. Well, first of all, I knew about one thing was coming. I didn't know there would be the other stuff. First, got ACHR Aviation and the LA-28. Team USA. T-shirt. Love it. I love it. It's the right size as well. I love it. Yeah, Team USA, official partner. Can you see it? That's not it. That's not it. There's much more. They call it the ACHR swag. I've got a little man bag as well. I don't know what you call it. I think you call it fanny bag. I don't know. I've never had one, but look at that. Look at all the details. Hang on, let me get other light up. I'm not set up for this. There we go. Have a look at that. Look, ACHR logo here. Zipper. ACHR logo. Unlock the skies on the strap. What's on the inside? Oh, look, the little ACHR label here as well. What's on the inside? Let's have a look. Oh, look at all the details. Look at all the details. Can you see it? Can you see the crosses? That's the ACHR theme. It's not it. Look. ACHR as well. Wow. Wow. That's cool. Look at that. Look at all the fancy details. Wow. That's amazing. Woo. Got a label as well. ACHR Mission Collection 2025. Unlock the skies. I love all these details. Look at that. Can you see that glowy sign? Unlock the skies here. Wow. How cool is that? And that is not it. There's more to the ACHR swag. And this is the last piece. ACHR baseball cap. Is it a baseball cap? I don't know. With this shape. Look at the details. Look at all these little X's, crosses, whatever that is. That's the ACHR theme. And you can actually see through it. There's like little vents. Wow. Again, unlock the skies. Can you see it? Mission Collection 2025. Same label. ACHR. Let me show you the label. It's quite smart. Yeah, it says unlock the skies here. Look all the details. Look at all the details. Wow. That's amazing. I love it. Love it. Thank you, Team ACHR. Hang on. My head is too big. My head is getting too big now. Not yet. Should have washed my hands, shouldn't I? How about that? ACHR swag. The only way is up. As they say on this channel. Wow. That's cool. Should I wear it? Should I wear it backwards to wind Martyn up? Surely Martyn will love it. Martyn. How about that? No, that's cool. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, Team ACHR. Thank you, Team ACHR. Great. Great surprise. Love it. Right. Let's put it back in the box. Okay. You know what? I'm going to put it on. Oh, let me undo the mic. Right, let's put the mic back on. There we go. How about that? Right. I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Let me adjust the camera back again. Whew. That was exciting. That was exciting. Right, let me switch this light off. Woo! That was cool. That was cool. Right, let's close the poll. Let's end the poll, and I want to start a new poll. Next week's market: green, sideways, or red. 58% are optimistic for the next week, for the short week, 4-day week. Green, 58%, 29% sideways, and red, 13%. Let's close the poll, and let's start a new one. Oh, not this one. So I want to know your opinion. Which is the most swag ACHR item? Shirt, t-shirt, man bag, or the cup. The cup. Let's call it the cup. And let me know in the chat which one you like the most. Ooh. Right. So what we've got here. Got a lot of we've got a lot of supports to open the box. Okay, we opened the box. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well as I did. Payload and battery is heavy and can be lithium batteries, so much lighter. Yeah, it could be lithium batteries. There are different technologies as well. I mean, Amprius. Let me just adjust the earpiece. Amprius technologies have been developing slightly different batteries. We'll talk about it soon. There'll be a live special about Amprius. Open the box. We opened the box. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Helmet. Yeah, I wish I could get a pilot helmet. Minivaz. Yeah, no. Opel. Actually, yeah. That would actually fit probably in there. It's a mirror disco ball. Yeah, I might get one. I might get one for the studio. Just wanted to know what the expected maintenance cost, timelines, and primarily commercial use correct. E-commercial. I don't want to dive too deep into it. That's a very complex topic. I promise to you, Charles, if you join me in one of the coming shows, I will talk about it because it's one of the topics I would like to expand on, because it's not going to be as expensive as private helicopters or private hires or whatever, limousines and stuff, but it's not going to be as cheap as your yellow cab taxi. Let's put it this way. We are probably looking at the prices of Uber Black, premium Uber. But yeah, that requires deeper dive. Copy it against Charles and copy it again, Charles, and repost. Okay, a mini eVTOL for demonstration purposes. Yeah, I wish. Music collaboration, AI or real? Huh? We do real music here, Tidy Big Dog. You know who Martyn is. When will eVTOL and XRP merge? I can't imagine any utility for merging of these two. It's a Martyn mug. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing live opening of Martyn's mug on the show, okay? Abby loves it. Jim loves it. Zach. Okay, Liz. Everyone loves it. I am blown away. I'm still speechless. I call it tourist bag. Yeah. Man purse. Yeah. Man purse and fanny pack. Yeah. You know that fanny means something else in the United Kingdom and in the United States. Yeah. Do you know that they've got slightly different meanings in the slang? So easy to get happy a man. Yeah. I want a model plane. Very cool verse. The time and the tide follows the waves. Pouch. Zach calls it a pouch. Give us a link down below or in X. Link to what? Nice. I want some ACHR swag. How? I'm jealous, says Sean. What? ACHR in a box. Jack in a box. Cap. Yes. Shirt, a cap, and cap. Bag is cute. Always to the right. Vaz, there for a second, I thought you ordered one of my... No. I don't have that much money, Abby. So I could order this exclusive product from your little startup. Right, the markets. Let me know in the poll which item you love the most. And actually, shall we do it in the analyst room? No, let's do it here in the studio. Right, markets, the markets, what can we expect? Where am I seeing the markets go? So if we look at all eVTOL manufacturers and we look at the 3-month chart, JOBY, ACHR, let me just zoom it out a bit. ACHR, Vertical Aerospace, EHang. Can you see where I'm going? We have been having a massive downtrend in the last month or so. So if you zoom out to the 3-month chart, you can see the same pattern on every single eVTOL stock. So that's EHang, Horizon Aircraft, EVE Air Mobility, Beta Technologies. I still think we're going to go lower. I still think we're going to go lower on the back of the markets without any crash, without any bigger macro condition like the Japanese carry trade, like AI bubble, or whichever war and geopolitical condition has been looming in the air. So JOBY, I don't have any level marked up apart from 780. I think we can go as low as 780. This is the historic low, and I think we will touch it. I'm not gonna draw a line for the show going forward. Just want to show you this. Where's my line? Trend line. We just broke a massive downtrend. This was obviously on the back of the dilution. JOBY have issued $1 billion worth of shares. This was very well structured and very well organized dilution. But I still don't think we have broken this trend. I still don't think we will see a bounce back up. And what I'm looking at levels. I want to match this. I want to retest the recent bottom, $7.10 or $7. What was it? $7. $9.08. Sorry, $9.08. And I want to retest this again. And the closer we get to this, I might start buying in 2 shares here and there. And then obviously we are a few days. If we were to continue this trend, we are looking at the following week. So we will have about a week to see if we set up, if we break this trend, or if we continue this downtrend. That's in my opinion. And then obviously we have the earnings call, 25th of February, Wednesday. I know I said 23rd. I do apologize. It's 25th. So I can't tell. Are we going to go back up? Are we going to go back down? We go back down. I'm looking at this level, $7.80. It's a historic level. We are going back up. We have quite a big gap here to fill. Look at the dilution. The time the dilution happened from here to sort of here, we have about 20% of movement. We can fill the gap here. So that could be a good opportunity for a trade in and out, or start laddering in on the way down. Again, this is not financial advice. It's not, I might be completely wrong. It's just how I see the stock market and how I see the eVTOL market, considering the catalyst coming, considering the milestones in the pipeline as well. ACHR, the same. We have sort of this downtrend. I would probably draw it like this. And you can see we have not broken with ACHR. ACHR is actually going lower and lower. And with ACHR, the previous low, where is the previous low? The previous low was $6.60. Don't know why I don't have it marked up here, but $6.60, let's mark it up here. Let's put $6.60 level. If we break through it, yeah, we are going down to $6 and maybe below $6. So again, that's why I'm waiting. That's why I'm not rushing to buy in to ACHR. I bought previously. I bought at this bottom a few weeks ago. I bought at 653 and 658, so I'm happy with my average. I'm not rushing in case we go any lower. I don't want to have my cash locked in here. So let's see. Let's see. The next week, I think will be giving us a further indication on the trend. Vertical aerospace. We marked this parallel channel. I still believe this is a parallel channel. We can go as low as $3.80. If we break through $3.80, which was the recent bottom, we might be in a bit of a trouble. We are looking at the lower $3 and then the all-time low $2.80. If we break through that, we might be in trouble on the stock chart, but hopefully we won't get there. We are now looking at March. There will be earnings call for vertical aerospace as well. If JOBY and ACHR deliver good earnings, we can see some good recovery of the whole market, possibly, or at least local. So there could be some reversal. And yeah, if we want to trade vertical, I would be looking at higher or mid $5 level. But yeah, again, we need to test this $4.20. If we bounce off, that's a good news. If we break through it, we are looking at $3.80 and then obviously lower, which is not in our favor. EHang, you can see the downtrend as well. Let's just mark it up. Well, not this one. Let's just mark it up so we have it there for the future shows. Again, we can see in the downtrend, copying. EHang, I wouldn't touch EHang not until the next earnings call. I want to see their progress. I want to see how they are ramping up for the mass production. I want to see how they are getting ready for the bigger adoption of the aircraft. So EHang, yeah, currently to me it's a red flag. With the geopolitical environment, I would not be buying EHang. But again, everyone to themselves. It's not financial advice. It's my own opinion. Horizon Aircraft, we had this trend which we broke. We are now We are now between the $2 and $1.50. We'll be bouncing up and down. That's how I can see it. Are we going to break $1.50? Possibly. If we break $1.50, we are looking at historic level $1.20. We go below that, we are touching $1. And once we are around $1 and we have some macro headwinds, Horizon can go below $1. Saying that, if they close 30 consecutive trading days, closing the market with a price below $1, they are not compliant with NASDAQ regulations, listing rules, and they will get a notice. They'll get a notice, and they have to ask for exception another 180 days, and then if their price doesn't go up, or if the management is not actively dealing with this issue, they will be delisted. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a chance. We could see retraction, we could see negative sentiment on the market. Earnings of JOBY and ACHR could be negative, and then we will see Horizon bouncing between $1.20 and $1.50, and then boom, we have a crash in the market, or we have a bad day, and they will drop below $1, and it will be very difficult to get back. So something to bear in mind as an investor. EV Mobility. I don't mean this in a bad way to the company, but currently it's not providing any value, and I would not be wasting my money on EV Mobility. I'm not saying it's a bad business. They have been testing their full-scale prototype. Finally, they started before Christmas, but currently EV is not providing any value. So I'll be careful in this environment. I think you can use your cash and your money somewhere else where it can yield you better profits or profits sooner. And Beta Technologies. Yes, we had a good news from Amazon increasing their stake in Beta by 5%. There was massive 25% reaction, 25% upside, but look at it, keeps going down. So I'm looking now at $15. If we bounce off the $15.50, if we bounce off this, we can see some recovery. If we break through it, it's just going down. So with Beta Technologies, again, I'm waiting, and let's see what next week brings. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully it helped. Let me know in the poll if you liked the t-shirt, if you like the man bag or the pouch as Zach calls it, or if you like the cap. Do we have any questions? Is there anything else you would like me to cover? Or otherwise, we will wrap it up, and I will go to enjoy my ACHR swag. I will just walk around the town in it. I don't care. I don't care. People wouldn't know what that is. Call it a tourist bag, says Liz. Okay. Man purse. Yeah. Right, let me get some more water. Time and the tide follows the waves, says Tidy Big Dog. Nice. I want some ACHR swag, says Sean. Great cap, says Liz. Sean is jealous. ACHR in a box. Shirt and a cap. Always to the right, says Tidy Big Dog. Vaz, therefore, thought you ordered one of my... Yeah, we've talked about this. Okay, JOBY need to step up and send more swag. Yeah, I love it. Actually, I've got some stuff from Zach when he visited the California. California International Air Show. Oh, what is it? Yeah, I've got some goodies from JOBY as well. from Zach when he visited the California International Air Show in Salinas with some stickers. First piloted transition ever. Little blueprint of the aircraft. JOBY badge. And this is the most precious thing from JOBY. The pilot badge. So yeah, got some goodies from JOBY as well. I mean, it's not a swag, but I love it as well. It's great. A link to where to buy the swag. I don't know. I didn't. This is the thing, Jim. I didn't order it. That was a present. Just saying. And I won't say anymore. I won't say anymore. But this was sent to me by ACHR themselves. Just saying. That's the point. You can't let everyone have one. They will be falling out of the sky. Please discuss with yourself. What are we talking about? Tidy Big Dog. 780 bottom. Robert Elliott sees JOBY at 780 bottom. 540 looks like a strong bottom for ACHR. Yeah, I agree. Are people going to want safe and efficient transportation? Yes. Tech on, tech off. Makes no difference. You need a bucket full of something, says Tidy Big Dog. I love Horizon aircraft, says Jim Newsong, and that they have up to 7 passengers along with being hybrid. Jim, did you see the business update we did on Tuesday? We did a good show on Horizon on Tuesday. You want to check it out as well. Got some news. Martyn says, for me, it's always a bum bag. We are further than the hovercraft. Martyn says Tidy Big Dog. Martyn says, I have always worn one. Just don't care. It's the best way. Mr. B Canal, yes, back. Get a hounded fly together. Who wants Vaz to give away this stuff? No effing way, Martyn. I'm giving this away. No way I'm giving this away. Nah, keep it for your own swag. It will be something for you to look back on someday for you and your family. Thank you, Abby. I love the message. Right, I'm not giving anything away. I will have a drink with you, though. It's time to wrap it up. Thank you for today's show. Great audience again. Let's have the hard seltzer, as they call it, because it needs to be hard. Thank you very much for joining me. Martyn, do you want me to send, because I saved your show, do you want me to send everyone to the music show last night, or do you want me to send them to the extra channel? Please do let me know if you are watching. Right, let's close the poll. We've got shirt 20, sorry, a t-shirt 59%, so you find it the most cool. The cap 32%, man bag 9%. Right, well, in terms of details, I would say the man bag is the most sophisticated, and I think I like the cap the most. I think I didn't like it until I put it on my head, and then I realized, wow, that's cool. So yeah, I think I'm down for the cap. Hang on, let me just ask Martyn, extra or the music show from last. Oh, Martyn says extra. Okay, so I will send you to the extra channel. However, if you want to check out last night's music show from Martyn, I will still give you the link, because I think it was a good one. Do we have the link? Where's the link? Oh, there we go, Martyn. Oh, just lost it. Martyn Lucas Music. Let me give you the link. let me give you the link. Okay. Search account. Bear with me. I'll give you the link to Martyn's music show, and then I will send you to the extra channel. Got quite a lot of likes. That's good as well. I love it. So I'm now sending the link in there, and I will send you to the extra channel where you can catch up with everything you missed. There will be some replays from last week. There might be a replay of this show as well. You can engage with everyone in the chat as well. Martyn, Lucas, extra. Let me just set this up for you. There we go. So that's all set. Stay where you are. You can either click in the chat on the link here on the music show, or you stay where you are and we'll take you to the extra channel. That's it from me. Thank you for joining me. Great show. No, sorry, great audience. I can't. Yeah, no, great audience. You made it a great show. I will see you in the week. I don't know when. I'll see you through the week. Monday. There probably won't be any show because the markets are closed. It's the President's Day on Monday, but Tuesday, center in the morning, Martyn following for the opening bell, and who knows, I might be there as well. That's it from me. Take care of yourselves and each other.